Alright everybody, this is going to be an unboxing of the Aspen Avionics Evolution E5 dual flight instrument display. This is Aspen's latest um, primary flight display that's available. It replaces the attitude indicator and the DG in most aircraft. This is their market equivalent to the Garmin G5. It's an all-in-one unit. It was announced about the first quarter of last year and finally started shipping around the latter part of 2018, towards Christmas time. I've actually received mine in, and let's go do a quick unboxing of this unit and see what's in the box. So as you can see, it's a nice packaging here. So a nice graphic on the front to kind of show off what we got inside. I almost hate to cut that graphic, but I need to get in here. Let's see. Try not to damage anything in the box here. Don't want to go too deep. This will be going into my aircraft, which is a 1973 Cessna Cardinal RG, tail number N8971 Mike. I got this unit as part of the purchase of the airplane, and that was back around June of last year. And this is something I've been looking forward to for quite a while. I'll be glad to get this in. Hopefully, the avionics shop will be able to get this installed, and hopefully it'll go into the shop in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. I'll do a video of the functionality of the unit once it gets installed. But let's just be a quick unboxing. Looks like we got our thank you card from Aspen. I bet this is probably the RSM. Yeah, this is more than likely the RSM here. It's packaged quite well. This is the ACS, I believe it is, the configuration module rather. This is where all the once the unit's installed and all the configurations are made and done at the installer, they're all saved on this little unit here. I'm gonna leave it in the static bag just to be safe. I'm gonna take it out. Same way with this RSM. I really don't want to take this thing out too much, just because we don't want it to get damaged before installation. But we'll pull that here quickly. But the RSM looks like a GPS puck. It goes on the outside of the aircraft. It contains things like the magnetometer. I believe the outside air temperature is in this unit. This is the unit without GPS. There is a module that can be purchased that has a GPS built into it that will serve for the Pro Max when you install it as a backup GPS. And that's something I'm going to talk with my shop about, is maybe should we go ahead and purchase that that extra RSM, the version 2 unit that has the GPS module built into it. That way I'll be ready when upgrade times come, because I'm planning on upgrading this Aspen E5 to a Pro Max in about a year. That'll be the next thing I do. So I'll talk with the shop and see if we may end up going ahead and just swapping this unit out for the RSM that has the GPS module on. And of course, this is what everybody came for. This is the actual unit here. Very nice. As you can see, it is the new. It's the same form factor as the old EFD 1000s that Aspen has sold for years. Same format and layout. This unit has a better processor, better screen display, and it's supposedly a better, more reliable unit than what the old ones were. Pitot-static connections here, and then of course probably a 28 pin or 24 pin there for the wiring harness. And we're going to leave that on to protect the pins. But yeah, this unit here was certified, inspected on 115 of 2019. So this is a pretty much brand new. I mean, fresh out of the factory unit here. So here we are, the second week of February. But really nice looking unit there. And again, it sits in what would normally be two 3 and 1/8 inch holes in your panel for your attitude indicator and your DG. Just fits right in there. So there's that unit. And the rest of the goodies are going to be our installation hardware and probably the manuals and all the other assorted goodies for this. There we go. So it looks like all the clamshells and the mounting plate for the panel, all the clamshells and all the pins for the installation kit. I'm not going to open this up just because I don't want to lose anything. These are a lot of small parts here, but it's just your typical installation kit you see with most avionics. Your clamshells, a couple of plumbing connectors for the pedostatic, and of course some hose clamps and all the pins for that. So that actually may be a 30, this was not 28, probably a 32 pin there. Quite a few pins. And then here's the installation kit for the RSM. Of course, it's got all the cabling that it needs to connect into the RSM, and I have a top mount RSM for my aircraft. The unit will mount on top of the airplane, away from any other GPS antennas. I've also got an IFD 540 in my airplane, so we're going to have to find somewhere to put the second hockey puck that the RSM is, so it doesn't interfere with the GPS. But the one thing we got to work with Aspen is to find out if this installation kit is the same installation kit that ships with the GPS version of the RSM. If it is, that's great. We can just do the installation and not worry about it. Use the same cabling and the whole 9 yards. If it is not, if it's different, then that leaves some installation questions, like such as if we go ahead and install this now, when I do the upgrade to the Pro Max, will I have to rip and replace all this cabling out? And in my aircraft, that's not an easy task because I have a Cardinal RG. They just can't run this through the belly of the aircraft like they can most, because I've got all the retractable gear comes up into the belly of the Cardinal. Doesn't leave much room, so this has to go into the headliner. And I hate pulling headliners out of an aircraft because they never do go back in right after. It's a 40-year-old airplane, so they don't always go back in correctly. So for me, I've got to find out from Aspen if this cabling is the same as what they'll use on the GPS version of the RSM installation kit. So those two are kind of up in the air right now until we figure out what's going to happen. Hopefully we can just this will work for the GPS RSM, which would be really nice. We'll install it once, and if that's the case, I'll use this RSM for now, and then if this cabling will work for the other version of the GPS RSM, then it'll be a simple change out. When I go do the Pro Max upgrade, they can just pop off the RSM and plug this one in, and no more cable runs in the aircraft. It'll be a simple upgrade at that point. So all in all, this is I've been waiting quite a while for this thing to come in. Like I said, these have been on back order. Aspen started taking pre-orders back in June or July for these guys. Been a high demand for these, of course, because a lot of folks have been flying Aspen for years, and they know the quality and the functionality that the old Pro Max used to bring to the table, and people want to go to that with the E5. So this is going to be a welcome addition to my airplane. One, it gives me a really smooth upgrade path to go to the Pro Max, because essentially, from what I have read, the E5 is the exact same hardware, configuration, everything that is the Pro Max. They're identical as far as hardware goes. The only difference is the software between the two, enabling more features when you do the Pro Max upgrade. So essentially, if you have the GPS RSM installed in your airplane, and you want to go from an E5 to a Pro Max, ideally it should just be as simple as changing out the SD card and having your avionics technicians just do some logbook entries, and then you have Pro Max in your airplane. That was appealing to me. It gives me a good upgrade path to go, essentially because I can spend a little money now, get a lot more functionality in my panel, integrate with my True Track Autopilot that I have, and also integrate with my IFD, and it kind of gets me a smaller learning curve going from the old steam gauges to, a miniature glass panel. Um, there's a smaller learning curve to this, and then once I'm comfortable with this E5 unit, and I've got some money back in the bank from from these upgrades, it's a simple matter to go to the Pro Max version of this unit, and that was really appealing to me. That offers me a lot of easy upgrade paths in the future. That was really what I was looking for in my airplane. So really excited for this. I can't wait to get this in the airplane. Again, these are your typical Aspen quality. Aspen has always made this stuff over the years. This is no different. The E5s are going to be a game changer in the market as to how Aspen competes with Garmin and Dynon with these glass drop-in replacements for steam gauges. This thing right here, in my opinion, will just eat the Garmin G5's lunch. I know the only downside that people complain about is these do not have a true HSI. They have a CDI/DG. But from what I've read, the information that you get from the CDI/DG on the E5 gives you all the exact information that you would get from the Garmin's HSI. It's just in a different format. So, technically, for me, I've never flown glass before, so this if the information's the same, it doesn't matter to me. I'll be learning it anyways. So, for me, it's not going to be any difference. I'll learn it. I'll learn this style more than I would the G5. And then, of course, when you do the Pro Max upgrade for this unit, you do get the full HSI. So you do get a full HSI with a miniature moving map for your GPS routes and stuff. Again, right now I'm a VFR pilot. I don't do any IFR flying, so those are features that I don't necessarily have to have right now. But in the future, I am planning on starting my IFR cert probably in the summer, probably towards the summer of 2019, and then maybe finishing it up by the end of the year 2019, which will be just in time for me to do the upgrade from the E5 to the Pro Max. So I'll actually be able to use those features that the upgrade gives. But that's the E5. A quick unboxing video. I'll leave the plastic protective screen. The screen, if you see in the video there, it may look a little weird. That's because it's got this plastic protector on it, and I'm going to leave that on because we need to do that for the installation. Let me get this thing over here in the video for you. I'll leave that protector on. That's the Aspen E5 unboxing. I'm going to put this thing back to bed, and I will dig the manuals out and start reading the pilot's manual, the pilot's guide for this unit, and getting ready for it. And hopefully in the near future we will have a video for you guys showing the Aspen E5 in the Cardinal, and do a couple of flight tests with it, and you can kind of see how well she does in the air. All right, thanks guys, have a good one.